this video, I'm going to show you some of the most unique yet functional cases for the brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra made by VRS Design. They do have quite a few different cases that have different functions depending on your needs, and by the end of this video, you'll know which one of these cases are right for you. Here we have the Damda Glide Ultimate, we've got the Damda Glide DuoGuard, we've got the Damda Glide Pro, the Terra Guard Ultimate, the Orb Case, and the Orb Fit. Some have MagSafe, some have some camera protectors that also double as a kickstand, and most of these have card holders. And if you guys do want to pick up some of these cases yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. So let's get started. So the first case we're going to take a look at is the VRS Design Damda Glide Ultimate. This case does come with a pretty cool card holder that holds up to 3 to 4 cards. It also does have a camera cover that doubles as a kickstand, and it also comes with this really nice metal strap that you can easily clip onto things, and you can also remove it from the case if you want to as well. On the inside of the case, you can see this clear plastic that shows off the cards that you have inside your case, and it's also got a kind of hard plastic here. So we'll put our phone inside the case. Fits the phone really well. It feels good in the hand. It doesn't really have a grip to it. It does have some texture to help with you holding on to it, but it's mostly feels like a smooth, hard plastic. On the buttons on the side are pretty thick, and they're also very easily pressable. You can easily find them, and they are nice and clicky. If we take a look at the case from the side, you can see that it does have a slight raised edge in the corners, not so much in the middle, so you can easily swipe back and forth with your gestures. It does add some considerable bulk to the phone, but we are getting a nice card holder on the back. You can see the texturing on the side of the case as well, some reinforcements in the corners to help with drop protection. On the bottom here, we do have some cutouts. You can see how much it kind of protrudes out from the case. And we have our S Pen here that you can easily access from the top. Typically, the cases kind of have this piece going out over the top. I like it the way that this is, where you can easily access it from the top of the case fairly easily. We have our charging port there. Again, we have these little clips in case you want to clip something onto them. On the other side, again, we have that same texturing. Here is our power and our volume buttons, and you can see how nice and thick they are. They got a little bit of a texture on them too. On the back, we've got this really cool textured plastic wallet. Kind of flips open with the flick of your thumb, and you can easily close it with one finger. All done with one hand. And like I mentioned before, you can put about 3 to 4 cards in here, and that's with no embossment. So you need a card that's pretty much flat, and you can just kind of put those in here. See how many we can get. 4 cards, and it clips right closed. That's pretty cool. It's also kind of like a fidget spinner. And then if you want to take out your cards, you can you just need to lift them up and kind of pull them out. You can also pull out a couple at a time, which is pretty convenient. We also do have some real metal on the top and the bottom of that card holder. We also do have this little cover which acts as a kickstand. It is plastic. It does have a metal piece here, but you can very easily kind of open that up to expose your camera lenses, and we do have a little bit of a raised edge when they're not covered too. So this cover here does have a couple different adjustments. As far as your kickstand, you can kind of lean it back like this so it's angled more up towards your face, or you can also adjust it kind of a little bit like that as well in case you need to stand up a little more upright. It does not fold back in itself, so that's as far back as it goes on the case, but then it just folds close and it stays closed too. You don't have to worry about it just flopping open. It's pretty solid. So that is pretty cool. The only thing is if you have small hands, you may have trouble getting it around the back of the case, but feels pretty good in the hand. And here we have the VRS Design Damda Glide DuoGuard case. This case does have a card holder on the back. Opens up really easily with one finger. And we also do have the plastic kickstand / camera cover on the back. And it's surrounded by a softer rubbery type material. This is what the inside looks like. It is a hard yellow plastic along with that kind of rubbery material on the outside. Put our phone inside the case. Goes onto the phone really well. Feels pretty good in the hand. It just has the texturing on the side. Again, it just feels like a smooth, kind of like hard plastic material. It doesn't feel slippery though. As far as the buttons are nice and clicky, very easily pressable. You can see that they're kind of oversized too, which I personally like. If we take a look at it from the side, you can see we've got a pretty even raised edge all the way around the phone. It also does add some bulk to the phone too, but we get some added features. We've got that texturing and kind of like a rough texture on the top there. We have our lanyard holes on the bottom. We have our cutouts. You can access your S Pen easily from the top here. On the other side, again, we have that kind of texturing along with our oversized buttons. On the back, again, we have that kind of textured cover for our card holder, which is nice. I think it can hold up to 4 cards. So just kind of slide those in here. 4 cards with no embossment, and it just closes right up with your finger. And then you can just kind of easily flip it open with your thumb, all with one hand. And then we have that plastic kickstand / camera cover on the back. And even when the camera cover is open, we do have a slight raised edge to protect our cameras as well. And even if you're going to put this on its back, you're going to hit this bump before you hit your cameras. We also do have a couple adjustments for our kickstand, so you can kind of put it like that so it's angled kind of more upright, or you can also angle it more towards your face like this. It does not fold back on itself. This is as far as it'll go, and it just kind of folds back into place and will not just kind of open by itself, which is nice. These types of cases with this card holder on the back does not work with any wireless charging, so you're going to need to put something in here to charge up your phone as far as the plug goes. So if you don't want to carry your purse or your wallet, you can always put all your cards in the back of your phone case and just carry this with you. And then here we have the Damda Glide Pro case by VRS Design. This again does have a card holder on the back. There is no camera cover, so it's a little bit lighter, a little less bulk, but for the most part, it's pretty much just like the DuoGuard. Plastic insert in the side for your cards, and then that rubbery type material. Put our phone inside the case here. Feels exactly the same as the other ones. It's kind of got like a hard plastic feel, but it does have this ridges on the side to help with grip. It's not slippery though. As far as the buttons, nice and clicky, easily pressable. And if we look on the side, you can see there's an even raised edge all the way around the front of the phone. We do have some added bulk, but we are getting that card holder. You can see we have the texturing on the side here with our lanyard hole. On the bottom, we've got our cutouts and the little S Pen holder, very easily to access with your finger. On the other side, we have that texturing with our oversized buttons again. And on the back, we have that same texture on the card holder. Again, you can very easily just slide it open with your thumb and close it with your fingers. And we do have a slight raised edge for our camera protection too. So we'll open that up. We'll put in 4 of our cards. Now these cards do not have any embossment. So if you use cards with embossment, you might only be able to put like 1 or 2 cards in there. But if they're totally flat, you can fit 4, and it just easily closes up with your finger, and then you can open it with your thumb. Very cool. So again, you don't have to carry your wallet or your purse. You just put everything all in this one case. This also does not work with wireless charging because of the card holder, and it's also got real metal accent pieces on the top and the bottom of the card holder itself. And then here we have the VRS Design Terra Guard Ultimate Case. This one looks pretty cool. It's got this little MagSafe ring on the back and this kind of very industrial, kind of robotic looking insert in the middle. It's also got some kind of rough textured rubber on the inside. We also do have a camera cover as well that does act as a kickstand. Pretty cool. The case isn't really heavy either. And on the inside, you can see all the plastic from all the pieces. Put our phone inside the case here. Fits the phone really well. Feels good in the hand. Again, just like all the other cases VRS Design makes, it feels like a kind of like a smooth, hard plastic, but it does have some texture on the side to help with grip. The case is not slippery either. The buttons on the side, nice and clicky, very easily pressable. I love how they did that. If we take a look at the case from the side, you can see it's got a even raised edge all the way around the front of the phone. You can also see that this case is less bulky because there's not a card holder. We also do have some texturing on the side to help with grip. We have our lanyard hole. On the bottom here, we've got our cutouts. Again, that easy access for your S Pen. This case probably has the easiest access for your S Pen because there's nothing protruding out from the bottom or the top of the case. We also have the texturing on the other side, our lanyard hole, our power and volume buttons, which are bigger than normal, so you can easily press them. And on the back, again, you can see this kind of textured rubber for the insert, which I love. Our MagSafe ring on the back and our plastic cover to protect our camera lenses. That also acts as a kickstand, and you can see we do have a slight raised edge for camera protection. It's kind of flushed inside, but then you have this little raised edge here. And again, we do have a couple different adjustments for our kickstand. You can either have it like this, so you can have it angled more upward, or you can also kind of lay it more down so it angles towards your face. And then it doesn't fold back in itself. This is as far as it'll go. And then it just folds right back to cover your camera lenses. Really like this case. I love the way it looks. I like the accents, and I like how thin it is, but it still gives your phone some pretty nice protection. And then as far as that MagSafe goes, let's test out that. MagSafe clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately, and it's got a really strong hold. That is nice. You really don't have to worry about your phone or MagSafe accessory falling off because it's got a really nice strong hold. I absolutely love that. That is great. You don't see that on a lot of cases, but the VRS Design does have that. That is nice. And then here we have the VRS Design Orb Case. This case does have a card holder and a kickstand built in. Pretty cool. And it's got a kind of rubbery type material case with a clear cover on the inside so you can see your cards. We'll put our phone inside the case here. Feels kind of just like the other cases. It's like a smooth plastic, but it's not slippery. Buttons on the side, very easily pressable, nice and clicky. If we look at it from the side, you can see again it's got a even raised edge all the way around the front of the phone, but it does add a little bulk because of the card holder. We've got the lanyard hole on the bottom there. We also have our cutouts. You can also easily access your S Pen from the bottom. On the other side, we've got our textured power and volume buttons along with another lanyard hole. And on the back, again, it's got like this textured plastic kickstand that has it's either open or closed. And you also have your card holder as well. And we also do have some raised edges for camera protection too, which I like. So if you want to use your phone in a portrait or a landscape mode, you can also lay that down. Clips right into place, and it's not going to just open up by itself either. And I think this can hold, up to 3 flat cards. Let's test it out. If you use cards with embossment on it, you're not going to be able to put as many in there. So if you want the most, you're going to need to use these flat cards. And it looks like you can put 4. Yeah, 4 cards. And then you can easily open it with your thumb and then push it closed with your other hand. It's also kind of like a fidget toy, so you can just kind of flick this thing open and closed all day. It's kind of cool. This case will also not work with wireless charging because of the kickstand and the card holder, but it's a trade-off. So you get, the functionality of the kickstand and to maybe get rid of your wallet or your purse wherever you're going and just put it all in this one case. And then here we have the VRS Design Orb Fit Case. This case is kind of like the Orb Case, but it does not have a kickstand. It just has a card holder on the back. It's got this cool texturing, and it's surrounded by a kind of like a flexible rubbery type case. On the inside, we have that clear plastic so you can see your cards. So we'll put our phone in the case here. Again, it feels just like the Orb Case. It's got a smooth kind of plastic feel on the sides, but it's not slippery. Buttons, nice and clicky, very easily pressable. If we take a look at it from the side, you can see it's got a even edge all the way around the front of the phone. We also do have a little bit of extra bulk, but you are getting that card holder on the back. We've got our lanyard holes, cutouts on the bottom, so you can very easily access your S Pen. On the other side, we've got our volume buttons and our power button, our lanyard hole at the bottom there, and on the back, again, it's got this really cool textured card holder. You can flick it open with your thumb and just kind of press it with your other thumb. And we also do have a raised edge for our camera lenses as well. So just open up the case here, and you can fit about 4 flat cards in here. If you use cards with embossment on it, you're not going to be able to put 4 cards. But flat cards, you can get 4 cards in there, and just kind of push it closed. Flick it open, and you can very easily take out any cards you need. It's a pretty cool case. So if you want to kind of not bring your wallet or your purse, you can put up to 4 cards in here, and then you have your phone all in one spot. This also will not work with wireless charging because of the card holder, but it's a little bit of a trade-off because you are kind of getting rid of your wallet or your purse and just putting it all in this one case. So as you saw, each one of these cases have their own unique features that can pretty much fit anybody's scenario. And my favorite definitely has to be the DuoGuard Ultimate. And the reason why is because for me, I like a case that's going to offer my phone some pretty good protection while keeping it pretty slim. And I also love the inclusion of the MagSafe ring as well as the camera cover and the kickstand. I also love the way that this case looks. Super unique. Haven't really found another case that looks just like it, but I'm curious to know what you guys care about and which one of these cases was your favorite and why. Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you guys want to pick any of these up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.